This question talks about the probability of a 4 turning up at least once in 2 tosses of a fair die. So if I toss a die, it will have 6 possible outcomes. 6 possible outcomes. And one of the outcomes is 4. So the probability of 4 would be 1 by 6. Now there are 2 tosses. So first toss can be a 4 and second toss may or may not be a 4. So the probability of first toss being a 4 and second toss being a 4 will be 1 by 6 into 1 by 6. Both tosses gives me a 4. So there are 2 4s coming out of 2 tosses. Now there could be another possibility that the first toss is a 4 and the second toss is not a 4. Is not a 4. So then the probability of this would be 1 by 6 for the first toss into 5 by 6, because the second toss will not be a 4, so there can be 5 other outcomes. So therefore 1 by 6 into 5 by 6. Similarly, there is a third possibility where the first toss is not a 4 and second toss is a 4. So here also in the first toss, since it's not a 4, so there are 5 by 6 outcomes, 5 outcomes out of 6, so 5 by 6 is the probability, and in the second toss, since it's a 4, the probability is 1 by 6. So combining all 3 cases, we get the probability of 4 as 5 by 6 into 1 by 6 into 2 times plus 1 by 6 into 1 by 6, which is equal to 11 over 36. So the first option, 11 over 36, is the correct choice. The next question says, in an election 10% of the voters did not cast their votes and 60 voters cast their ballot papers blank. So they did not vote for any candidate. There were only 2 candidates. The winner was supported by 47% of all voters in the list and he got 308 votes more than his rival. What is the total number of voters in the list? Now we can see that let's say we have a total number of voters is equal to x. Let's say we have x voters. So we can see that 90% x voted. 90% of x voted because 10% did not vote. And 60 voters actually gave a blank vote. So 90% x minus 60 are the number of voters who voted for one of the candidates, one of the 2 candidates. Now the winner got 47% of the total votes, so 47% of x. So therefore the loser will get 90% x minus 60, which is the number of voters who actually voted for one of the 2 candidates, and 47% x voted for the winner. So the rest minus 47% x, this is the number of voters who voted for the loser. So the difference between the winner and the loser is 308 votes. 308 votes. So therefore we get 47% x minus of 90% x minus 60 minus 47% x is equal to 308. So simplifying, we get 94% x minus 90% x plus 60 is equal to 308, or 4% x is equal to 308 minus 60 is 248. So therefore x is equal to 6200. So option B is the correct choice.